Hello and welcome to Third Act Film. Today we're going to be discussing who we think should play James Bond after Daniel Craig. I'm Todd James, and with me today is James Forbes.
Hello.
Alright, let's get going. Your first suggestion, please.
Tom Hardy. Got out of the way. Great. Moving on.
Okay.
No.
Right.
Tom Hardy. Now, when I first heard this, it's been recommended a lot of times, and Tom Hardy's been recommended for a lot of roles recently.
Every role ever.
Every role, in the news recently, was Wolverine, because Hugh Jackman has given him the seal of approval. But,
yeah.
Okay, anyway.
A good actor says other actor is good. Headlines.
I wasn't sold until I saw the film Legend.
Okay.
Which may be a bit weird, considering that's all Cockneys, having a laugh,
James
having
Bond
a fight.
is a Cockney.
Yeah. But there's a particular shot where he's playing Reginald Cray,
Right.
and he's sat at a poker table, and he's wearing a suit, wearing a tux, looking really sharp, and I was like, okay,
damn.
maybe.
Man cleans up good.
Yeah, he does clean up good. A lot of the roles he does, either A, you don't see his face, or B, you don't see his face because he's got full of beard.
Yeah.
But
and he does funny voices a lot of the time. Not funny voices, but you know what I mean.
Different kind of grr, grr, like in Mad Max.
Yeah.
But
Actually, the role that, for me, isn't like most of them to Bond is it's not a huge role, but in Inception. That's really the first time I properly saw him or noticed
suave.
him. Yeah, and he's really... I think the idea is he's kind of stupid in that. But he's like really charming. Yeah. And yeah.
Tom Hardy, the more I think about it, the more I'm sold on it. Whether or not Tom Hardy will do it is another question.
Yeah, that is the big question.
There doesn't necessarily have to be a Bond every year.
That's like one every 3 years, really.
Yeah. So, see how it goes. Your suggestion?
Well, no, just on that one quickly. I was always like, no, he wouldn't be that good. Now you said it. Now I've heard a trusted source say it. I think, that's a pretty good one. Anyway, now to like a super obvious choice that I'm sure everyone would always think of. Henry Cavill.
Oh.
Right. Oh, him.
Oh,
right.
I didn't pick that.
Didn't you?
No.
You didn't?
No.
I'm so surprised. Okay. So, he was in consideration to play Bond when they cast Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
I think the problem was he was just a little bit too young.
For what they wanted to do,
yeah. Whereas now, he's old enough. So he definitely has the look. He's got the look down. If anyone's seen Man from U.N.C.L.E., he basically plays James Bond in that.
Yeah, / Archer, yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good.
He's big and physically intimidating. Like, he could kick my ass easy.
Yeah.
But he is also, like, handsome and charming.
Yeah.
He has... And also, I make no secret of it that I don't really like the Daniel Craig Bond films.
Okay.
I know that that's not... most people do. But they're just not fun. There is no fun. And a lot of that comes from Daniel Craig, who is a great actor, but you don't look at him and you're like, oh, Daniel Craig, I bet he has a great time.
Yeah.
Whereas Henry Cavill, he's just like, he can be funny, I think, and
he can be funny quite well. I think Man from U.N.C.L.E. is the perfect example. If he literally just took that character, did it as Bond, but spoke a bit less, job done.
Yeah, and he
What about the fact that he is Superman already? Can we?
That's a slight issue.
Can he both be Superman and Bond, and the commitment to the DC
like we've
universe?
already said, Bond films, there's like one every 3 years, and they turn around quick. If you remember, James Bond's Spectre's about to come out,
and it only started filming this year.
Yeah, it's it's less than a year. Whereas Batman v Superman, that there was more than 2 years between the start of production and when it's going to come out. Yeah, I mean, it's not.
But there's a lot more to do with that,
Yeah. And you know how you see like Ian McKellen, you'll see him wearing a shirt saying "I'm Gandalf and Magneto." Have you ever seen that? So he could be like, "I'm Superman and James Bond," like that.
Greedy.
Yeah, but he's talented enough. He looks the part. I think he could easily do it.
Okay.
Anyway, give me another idea.
Now, this idea would have been taken more seriously like 10 years ago.
Okay. Oh God.
Before Daniel Craig, but Clive Owen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought I was going to get some dispute on that.
No. Well, okay, say your bit first.
He's getting on a bit.
Yeah.
And it would have been perfect 10 years ago.
Yeah.
What was that film? Shoot 'Em Up? Around that time?
Right.
It would have been perfect.
Yeah.
And he's got that look, and he's got that suaveness, and and he is British, and
yeah, that's when they were casting the new James Bond after Pierce Brosnan, he was who I wanted it to be 100%. And when they cast Daniel Craig, I was like, he's not Clive Owen. He's a little bit too old now, I think. Like, if he was doing his third one now, perfect.
Yeah.
But step into the role, you know.
But I think he could. It would be a nice, you know. You would have Daniel Craig and the seriousness that he's brought on, and then Clive Owen can keep that seriousness still with introducing humour.
Yeah.
Very subtly, and then you can have like a more kind of similar to Roger Moore type after Clive Owen.
Yeah.
But I think, it's just I've always wanted him to be, and I'm a bit like he could
still do it
if he said, you know what, I'm just gonna do 2.
Yeah.
That would be okay with me.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that. I mean, yeah. It's just a shame it's not. The only thing about him as well, actually, is that he's kind of become a bit of a straight to DVD actor.
Yeah. He isn't. I can't remember the last big role he's done.
I can't remember the last one I watched him in.
But he is talented.
Yeah, he's really good.
He is really good. What has he done? Who is
he
pissed off to?
Yeah, maybe he's just not a nice man.
I find it hard to believe, but okay.
He's just so charming.
Yeah, I think he would be great for it.
Right.
Going on to your next one.
Yeah, as another suggestion I've got. This is again a bit of the Clive Owen effect, where he's probably a bit too old now. Richard Armitage.
Who is that?
You don't know who that is. Oh, you haven't seen any of the Hobbit films, have you?
No.
He is like the King Dwarf in that. But
okay, I know who that is. Yeah.
But he's so much more. And he, again, like all the classic things, he looks the part. He's big, intimidating. His hands are blah 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 blah. But he's also a really good actor. I saw a stage production he did about I've forgotten what it's called, but it was about the Salem witch trials. This is really obscure.
Yeah.
And it was like a 4-hour play.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, he was just still there, like shouting and screaming and being like, "What an energetic actor!"
Okay.
And just like and he has, before he was in The Hobbit, one of the things he was most famous for was being in The Vicar of Dibley. You don't know what that is?
The Vicar of Dibley, I know what that is.
Right.
We had loads of dinners at Christmas. Who was he in that?
He was, he had like a romance with her.
Oh,
he had like a...
And he had a sister, and then...
I don't know that well. Maybe.
Was he the guy that he had a sister, and then the Vicar of Dibley I can't believe we're talking about Vicar of Dibley.
Yeah!
She thought that was her girlfriend, his girlfriend.
Yes.
But it was actually his sister. And
yes.
Oh, wow.
I never thought we'd talk about the Vicar of Dibley.
Neither did I. Wow.
Anyway, hashtag Vicar of Dibley. Yeah, that's him. And anyway, what I'm trying to get at is that he can be funny. And that, I think you need a bit more of that back in the Bond franchise.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, moving on from 90s sitcoms. What you got for me?
My last suggestion.
Okay.
Is a bit out there.
Okay.
You might get mad.
I'm not going to like this, am I?
No.
Okay.
And I can't say his surname anyway.
Okay.
David Oluwalia. I can't say his surname.
Sorry, could you...
Let's not. The actor who was in Selma, most famously.
Yeah.
He's got another film out...
Captive
with Kate Mara.
Mara?
Is it not Mara?
I thought it was Mara.
I don't know.
You and last names.
Mara.
You're probably right. I bet you got both of those spot on and I'm here making fun of you. Kate Mara's agent right now is like, oh, those... Anyway.
Isn't it Rooney Mara? Or was it Rooney May?
They're sisters.
Rooney I know, they're sisters, yeah. Okay,
anyway. Why are we talking about this?
Yeah.
Carry on.
David, great actor. Yes,
Perfect
he's black, but who cares?
Right.
And he can deliver the suaveness more so than Idris Elba can.
True.
Who's the other popular case if they turn Bond to black. But I think this guy would be more... And as well, he's reading the audiobook for...
yeah, he is.
For one of the James Bond stories. But I think he's got a great voice for it. I think he's got a great posture for it. He would have to work out a bit to get into the kind of shape of an agent. Yeah. But, yeah.
Okay. I got some issues with this.
Uh-oh.
He's a little bit too old as well.
Yeah, but black don't crack.
Also true. But I don't think he has. I don't look at him and think, oh, he could hurt me. Like, oh, he's going to save the world and get the girl. Like, I don't think that at all. Idris Elba, I do kind of think that.
Okay.
But even so as well, and I've said this like 100 times and it's not very popular, because of what they did in Skyfall, they have said every James Bond is the same person. So if you're trying to tell me that Sean Connery and David, who we're on first name terms with, are the same man, I'm going to have trouble believing it. And also, why does no one ever suggest like Chinese actors to play James Bond? Everyone's like, oh, James Bond, wouldn't it be great if he was black? I've never heard someone be like, oh yeah, I've got this great Indian actor to play James Bond.
I suppose, yeah. Well, there's not many famous ones in Hollywood.
I guess.
Right?
I guess in a way.
It's more.
In a way.
I think it's just more the popularity of Idris Elba.
Yeah.
Like,
he does really suit the role.
Yeah.
All right, I got one more suggestion.
Oh, have you?
This is even more controversial than yours. All right.
Oh, no, it's a woman, isn't it?
It's not Ellen Page, no.
Oh, okay.
It's... Right. What if the next James Bond film, it's Bond 25, right? The next one?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the big one.
Yeah.
What if they get all the actors that have ever played James Bond to come back in one... Not Sean Connery, he won't do it. But if you got Pierce Brosnan back, after watching No Escape, he would... I can't believe he's not still playing James Bond.
Yeah.
Daniel Craig, Timothy Dalton, he's still going, he's great.
Yeah.
You get them all back to be like a super team of agents, and I don't know what the plot is. I'm just coming up with this now.
Yeah.
And as a like tribute to, it's the 25th one is still going strong. It's more popular than ever, maybe.
Nah.
No?
Nah, completely past that one.
What about Timothy Dalton as M? My dream.
Yeah, Timothy Dalton as M. Yeah, that'd be great. But
Right.
I'm not sure they're gonna bring back.
They won't, but wouldn't it be cool?
It would be cool, yeah.
See them all suited and booted.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, if you guys have any suggestions, let us know in the comments below.
Yeah.
If you agree with us on any of these, let us know as well.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
Bye.
I think, that's probably going to be the biggest one of the year. 3 stories, all just from different parts of the world.
And different time points as well. What film was that? Sorry.
You know, don't make me say it.
Do you just say out loud for us?